Hey, what's up, y'all? I was having a conversation with some friends. I'd love to know your comments, your thoughts. Please leave them below. So we know that African people were enslaved and brought here by white people who identified as Christian. The white people did. My understanding is that there were some slaves who identified as Christian because of, the Europeans had gone down to Africa and evangelized, if you will. But we are at a position in our country where we have a lot of people who identify as Christian, who are white, who are silent on issues of racism and bigotry, and that's not new. That has been, since the country's been. But I'm tripped out, and this is part of the conversation. It's like, are we surprised? Should we be surprised? Because the same kind of belief system was used to enslave African people and to perpetuate the ideas of slavery and oppression by reading scriptures like slaves obey your masters, for this is the right thing to do. So how do we as black people reconcile the God we serve, love, and believe in that was introduced historically to most of us through enslavement? And I'm not saying that, this should make people not believe in God. I'm not suggesting that at all. I am suggesting, though, that it is curious for me when I think about the fact that a lot of these people who identify as Christian are doing the things that their foreparents did in terms of how they deal with black folks. And what should our response be? How do we contend with that? I think a lot of black faith traditions that have born out of this kind of westernized Christian whatever, have some churches have black Jesus, some churches have, symbols from Africa, and I appreciate and applaud those things. But are you, as a person, if you are a Christian, are you conflicted in any way when you think about the fact that white people who enslaved our ancestors introduce the religion or the religious ideology that most of us espouse today? I am a person who has done a lot of my own individual work, my own individual reading and studying, and have deconstructed a lot of things that I was given and taught to believe as a kid growing up. But part of those things, some of those things challenge me in terms of how we think about what it is that we want and how we get it. And these ideas surrounding prosperity and being a millionaire and just things that I think have nothing to do with the real tenets of Christianity. And so I wonder if that is also a byproduct of us having a religion that was given to us by people who enslaved our ancestors. I want to know what you think. Holler at me.